Hey guys, my name is Kendra and I'm one of the marketers for OVC. And today I'd like to welcome all of you, our future au pairs, to come watch this as a recap on everything you need to know about our au pair abroad programs. All right, so just a little bit of a backstory about who OVC is. I'm sure you guys want to know this. So we are the largest international gap year company currently operating in South Africa and remotely operating throughout Namibia. We are represented by 15 branches here in SA, and like I said, we operate remotely for our Namibian clients. In case any of you are worried that we're going to scam you or we're going to human traffic you, we won't. But we have been travel specialists for the past 75 years, and we are going to continue being travel specialists for another 75 years. If any of you want the backstory, show your parents, show your family members, or any of your friends the legitimacy about OVC, just go to your OVC consultant and we will be able to provide you with our full OVC company profile. This is my team, okay? So like I said, we have 15 branches throughout South Africa. I will just touch base on my team here in office with me. So, like I said, my name is Kendra. I am the marketer for Mpumalanga and the Northwest Province, as well as Namibians. Hey, Namibians, I'm sure you've met me before. Christy is our Limpopo, Joburg, and Pretoria marketer. Some of you have met her before. Emma and Tyra are our OVC admins here in our office. So, if you are based in any of the areas that I'm mentioning, you're most likely going to deal with Tyra or Emma during your application and visa processes. At the top are our main consultants here in my office. Kylie is our Johannesburg consultant. Robin is our franchise owner. So she owns Mpumalanga, Northwest, Limpopo, Gauteng, and Namibia. She also oversees the Au Pair USA program. So any of your applications come in, Robin will see them and Robin will put you forward. Elmarique, we call her Alms. She is our Pretoria consultant and she also runs our Belgium and Netherlands programs. All right. Amanda, our Cape Town owner, runs our Germany program. Nice little fun fact about Kylie, Robin, and Elms. They were au pairs through our agency OVC many years ago, and they loved it so much that they came to work for us. Okay, so these are just my team in the office. Getting started about the au pair destinations and where you can go. So we have the United States, we have Belgium, we have the Netherlands, and we have Germany. All right. Program durations. So Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany are 1 full year per country. So you can do 1 year Netherlands, next year Belgium, next year Germany. It's up to you. Or if you want to just do 1 year, it's up to you. With our au pair programs, there is one country that will let you go less than 1 year. It is Germany. You can do it for 6 months. However, part of the fees overall, your flights are included. If you do the 6-month Germany program, unfortunately, you are liable for your plane ticket there and you're liable for your plane ticket home. However, with America, America is our one destination after your first year. You are able to extend. You can extend your program for a further 6, 9, or 12 months. So you could be in America up to 2 years. You can also program country hop. So if you want to do 1 year Belgium, next year when you want to do America, year after that you want to do Netherlands, you can do that as long as you meet the requirements for each of them. Okay. Let's move on to do you have what it takes? Nice thing I like to brag about is our legitimacy as OVC as an agency. Every single photo you see of a girl on my slideshow today are our past clients. Some of them are our current clients. So like I said, not going to lie, not going to scam you guys. These are our girls. And you can see everyone has a great time. Let's move on to the requirements. So across the board, you must be between the ages of 18 to 26 for Europe, 27 for the United States. So towards the age restriction, being 27 or 26, you need to arrive on your program 6 months before turning 26 or 6 months before turning 27. If some of you online watching me today are matric girls, you're in high school, you're 17 turning 18, you are more than welcome to apply in grade 12 before you turn 18. You can get the whole application started. You're only legally allowed to interview when you're 18. Okay. And if you're a high school girl, you can only leave to start your program when you're done with high school. No, please don't leave school to go do this. You won't be possible. Okay. Matric certificate is quite compulsory for America, Germany, and Belgium. Netherlands is one of our countries that is quite lenient with not having a matric. So you either need a matric certificate or you need the equivalent of one. Please, if you're in high school, don't worry about your marks, ladies. I just need a matric certificate. Whether you do maths lit, maths core, doesn't matter. Whether you get 30%, 80%, doesn't matter. Just get a matric certificate. Driver's license is compulsory for America. It's non-negotiable. So whether you have a South African driver's license or a Namibian one, 100%. Belgium and Germany also need you to have a driver's license. If you struggle to get your driver's license, Netherlands is also one of our countries that will accept you without a driver's if you struggle to get it. Okay. Some families might want you to have it. Not compulsory for the Netherlands. Bicycle riding skills, guys, I cannot stress this, is so important if you want to go to Europe, okay? America, you don't even know how to ride a bicycle. If you want to go to Europe, you need to know how to ride a bicycle, just like our clients here. That is called a bakfiets, okay? So it's a Dutch word for a bicycle. I'm sure you guys can see the barrels inside the bike. That's where your host kids go when you drive them around to school and the shops and stuff. So you can see why you need to ride a bicycle really well. You must be fit and healthy. So if you are on any chronic medication, just go state that to your OVC consultant. There are some meds that we don't accept on the program. We will deal with that on a case-by-case basis. Okay. Single and no dependents. What this means is, ladies, don't mind if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay. It's not what we're talking about. You must not be married, divorced, or engaged. Hope none of you are. And you must not have children or have ever had children of your own. Okay. So that's what we mean by single with no dependents. Language skills, not America. This is for Europe. So if you're in Afrikaans, girly, Netherlands and Belgium are going to love you. And if you want to go to Germany, I will explain that in more detail, but you need to know how to speak German. You do need a valid Namibian or South African passport to apply. If any of you are foreign nationals watching this and you're based in South Africa or in Namibia, you can only apply if you have South African or Namibian residency in order to do that if you're a foreign national. Childcare experience, very, very, very important. Guys, cannot stress this. This program is about childcare and looking after kids. You need experience to look after kids, okay? So this can be dated ever since you're about 15 years old, all the way up until you apply, and some of it must be current. So altogether, you need 300 hours. I know it sounds like a lot. It's really not a lot throughout the years. So 300 hours of experience with 2 references. Unfortunately, your childcare experience and your childcare references are not allowed to be your family members, whether it's your aunt, your uncle, your stepsister, can't be family, okay? Childcare experience can count as babysitting family friends, babysitting in your neighborhood. You can volunteer at preschools, churches, aftercares, daycares, coaching, tutoring, Sunday school, orphanages. That all counts, okay? Just make sure if your one reference is more group setting, so daycares, preschools, try and make sure your other reference is more one-on-one babysitting. Because remember, at the end of the day, the au pair program, you are doing one-on-one childcare. You're not doing group childcare. Okay, so 2 non-family references altogether must add up to 300 hours. Then you're in. You do need some skills as an au pair. So if you can cook, if you can bake, if you know languages, musical instruments, if you do any like sports or anything like that, and like swimming outdoors, ladies, 2 things. If you don't know how to swim, we're not saying you can't get in. You can. Just state that on your application so that families will not expect you to look after the children when they're around bodies of water. If you do know how to swim, add that in your application. And there are also other things in your application to add. If you don't like animals, please add that in your application. A lot of families have pets, okay? So that is the overall process. If, however, you want to apply for the program, you don't have your driver's license yet, you don't have all your hours yet, you only have about half of it, you don't have your passport yet, you can still apply. And during the application process, you can work on getting the rest of the requirements, okay? So don't let that delay your process, guys. Come, we want to send you overseas, okay? Day in the life of an au pair, you're basically going to be doing what your mom, your dad, your granny, your uncle did for you. Okay. So depending on the kids' schedules, you wake them up, make sure they get ready for school, pack their school bags, school lunches, take them to school, help them with afternoon activities if they go to any, help them with their homework. Some families might work late at night, so you might need to assist with cooking dinner for the kids and help putting them to bed. However, if your host kids are small kids, like little babas, your schedule is not as fixed. So you'll wake them up, you'll bath them, you'll feed them, you'll birth them, you'll change their diapers, walks in the park, play dates. Just look after the kids, guys, all right? But also you're there to be a family member. So not only are you going there to learn about that country's culture, you're going there to educate the family about your culture, guys, vice versa. All right. It's a cultural exchange program for a reason. How you get supported on your program. So, number one, OVC is in charge of getting the au pairs, you guys, to go overseas. And then we have partners overseas that are in charge of getting the families and making sure that they are safe for you to work for. All right. So, our partners do screen the families, police background checks, physical home checks. They make sure that this family is 100% safe, legal for you to go work for, okay? That nothing's going to happen to you. Monthly au pair activities are arranged for you guys. So when you're on your program, you have what we call an area director, okay? This is part of the partners. It's always a female and it's always in your area, okay? So for example, in a specific area, there'll be about 25 to 30 girls. The area director oversees the general safety and how the program's going for each au pair in her area. Your area director can only live about 30 minutes to 40 minutes drive away from your host family's house. In case anything goes wrong, they are there to support you 24/7 in a day. And I mean 24/7, okay? Your area director will arrange monthly au pair meetups and monthly au pair activities. These activities are free to you guys. So they'll do like t-shirt tie-dye for 4th of July. They'll do like picnics in the park, boat rides. It's a lot easier for an area director to find out how all the girls are doing on their program, face to face, physically, emotionally, mentally, in person, rather than having an hour-long phone call every day with 25 to 30 girls. You get me? All right. You do monthly check-ins with your area director as well. Just touch base with them, guys. We will never know if you are struggling on your program or you're having a tough time or facing issues if you don't say anything, okay? So your area director is there to support you 24/7 on your 1-year program. Work visa we do for you, which is quite nice. So we will apply for your visa on your behalf for America, Germany, and Belgium. We do your full online visa application and we submit it and we will book your visa interview for you. We also brief you before your visa interview. We make sure you have all the documents you need to take. We make sure you're going to answer the questions correctly so your visa doesn't get denied. Travel insurance is a nice safety feature for you guys. So on your program, for the entire duration of your program, you will have international travel insurance. So what this means is at any point on your program, you're admitted into hospital, can be an accident, car accident, God forbid, anything like that, major serious illness, you have to be admitted into hospital. Your full hospital bills are paid for, okay? You go in an au pair cluster, so I don't just plonk you on a plane by yourself. Very scary, very intimidating. So you travel in what we call an au pair cluster. So when you're accepted into the program, we put you in a WhatsApp group with all of our national au pairs throughout South Africa and Namibia that are in the country or going to the country that you're going to au pair in. We give you contact details of girls that are there. They are so welcoming, guys. They will help show you around the area you're based in. They will meet up with you. You guys can go to the mall together, do activities together. So that's the au pair cluster. And just all around support in the country. Okay. Finding your host family, I like to say, is completely up to you, but it's not completely up to you. What this means is, so before we submit your application to the partners, irrespective of the country you want to go to, we ask you a long list of questions. Okay. So how many kids are you comfortable looking after? If you can't look after 5 kids, I have au pairs that have 5 kids. I'm not going to give you 5. Okay. We ask you the ages. So if you've never looked after a newborn, I can't give you a newborn to look after. And then we ask you family dynamics. So are you comfortable with single parents, married parents, divorced parents, same-sex parents, religious parents, parents that work at home, parents that work at night? Once you've answered all those questions, we submit that to the partner. When your application goes live, they will actually gravitate families that have very similar characteristics to what you're looking for in your answers to interview with you. Okay, so it's not like you want two host kids and under the age of 5, and you get a host family with like 11 kids and they're all older. We make it convenient for you. Then you interview until you find the family you want to work for, okay? They pick you and you pick them. They interview you, you interview them as well. You ask them questions, guys. And then you match with your host family. However, I use this as an example. It's a pretty good example. If I'm a boy, I'm a super sexy boy, and you met me today and I asked you to be my girlfriend, you would say no. Why? Because you don't know me. Exact same thing about the first time you speak to a host family. They can look all bright and sparkly and lovely the first time you speak to them. You do not know them. So if you like a host family, interview them 4 to 7 times easy to really, really get to know them. Then it doesn't stop there. When you're matched with a host family, you're going for your visa, still got to book your flights, you're allowed to stay in contact with your host family and your host kids so that it's not awkward when you get to the airport and they look at you and you look at them and then you have nothing to say. It's nice to get to know them before you arrive. Okay. Running through the countries. Like I said, America, you must arrive before your 27th birthday. You must do your visa before you're 27. You roughly work 40 to 45 hours in a week. Like I said, family schedules do differ, but that's what we've seen across the board, most of the hours that you'll work. Did say 12 months with the possibility to extend. You can extend with the same family that you worked for 12 months, or you can extend with a brand new family. Super cool. You could be in 2 states in 2 years. Household chores, that is applicable to you. So you do need to pull your weight around the house, just like any household. I'm sure at home you have chores. You're going to need to do the same thing. The American household chores only apply directly to the kids. So kids' playroom's dirty. Kids' school uniform is dirty. You clean it, okay? You're not there to be a domestic helper. You're there to be an au pair and pull your weight around the house. Like I said, cultural activities are arranged for you guys. Driver's license is compulsory. However, when you arrive in the United States, you will be asked to do the state driver's license test because you need to legally be allowed to drive in their country. Okay. And they drive on the wrong side of the road and the wrong side of the car. So you just need to do the test to know how to do that. Now, these are three of my key selling points that no other agency for au pair in America can offer you. Number 1, we offer the highest paying salary. You're welcome to go research this, guys, okay? For example, ours is 215. I don't name and shame other au pair agencies in South Africa. However, I'm just going to say Company A, you're welcome to go Google it, offers 185. Company B offers 195. That's per week. We offer 215. What that means is if you go through us, and someone else goes to a different agency, you are earning 20,000 Rand more in 1 year than what the other girl would with the other agency. Score. Then educational allowance, they provide you with a $500 allowance for you to study any short course of your choice. Okay? You can't get a degree. A degree is a lot longer than 60 hours, okay? You can do a photography course, you can do a beauty course, you can do a language course, up to 60 hours of studying, okay? And you don't pay that $500 fee. Lastly is the New York Connect Tour, guys. This is proudly sponsored by our partners, Au Pair Care, and this is free to every single one of you that want to au pair in USA. What this is basically when you depart from your home country to go au pair in America, they don't fly you to the state you're going to be working in. They fly every single South African girl into New Jersey, okay? Irrespective of where you're going. They will book you into their hotel. You'll arrive on the Tuesday. You're booked into the hotel. Then early in the morning, on Wednesday morning until Wednesday evening, they take you on a free full day tour around New York City, guys. Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, Times Square, Central Park. Like as you can see on the screen, these are just some of our girls that have gone recently. You can see they have the most phenomenal time on the New York Connect tour. And then the next day, if your host family is close to New Jersey, they will come collect you from the Au Pair Care Hotel. If they're far away, Au Pair Care will put you in a van off to the airport and they fly you to your state and they'll collect you from the airport. Okay? The only thing you will need to budget for the New York Connect tour is your lunches and your dinners and any souvenirs or snacks you want to buy. Your breakfast and your stay at the hotel, completely free. I mean, score, guys. All right. Moving on to Belgium, I will make this known. However, Belgium is our slowest placing program. So if you're wanting to go very, very soon, you won't do that with Belgium. Belgium is our slowest placing country. Okay? You must arrive before you're 26. Driver's license is compulsory. You roughly work 20 to 25 hours a week. Bicycle riding skills, guys, Europe. Household chores. So the difference between America and Europe. Europeans will ask you to pull your weight around the whole house. So helping with cooking, cleaning, washing, things like that. Your monthly salary is 450 euros. So America pays you weekly, Europe pays you monthly. Only difference. 12 months only is your program length. And then because America gives you that $500 allowance for you to study 60 hours of any course, Europeans have to give you something as well. So with Belgium, you will get the choice to do a Dutch or a French language course, okay? Because those are their two home languages. Nice, super cool thing as well is your visa allows you to travel basically around the whole of Europe, guys. Okay, so if you're in Belgium and you have an off weekend and you want to head over to France and see what France is about, you can. Your visa will let you travel there. Okay, so you go on a Schengen work visa. Guys, Google a Schengen work visa and Schengen listed countries. You can go to so many countries. I cannot even tell you. Okay. Germany is one of our hardest programs to get into as a South African. Easiest program to get into as a Namibian. Okay. Must enter before your 27th birthday. You have to work 30 hours in a week. Household chores, same. Driver's license, same. Bicycle riding skills, same. Your monthly salary is 350 euros, 6 to 12 month placements. However, why Germany is the hardest program to get into? You need to go and do an A1 German language exam from a place called the Goethe Institute. You'll see in our Germany brochure, it does outline the fee of how much the exam costs. You need to have your A1 German language certificate before you apply for the program, okay? You can't do it while you're working on it. You need to have it before. When you get to the country, however, they will pay for you to further your German language studies. Just like Belgium, you can do Dutch or French. Germany, you'll do German. And same thing, your visa allows you to travel throughout Europe. Lastly, the Netherlands, one of my favorite places. You must enter before your 26th birthday. You roughly work 30 hours in a week. Household chores, placement, exactly the same. If you struggle to get a driver's license, we will refer you to the Netherlands. They don't need one. Bicycle riding skills, very, very, very important for the Netherlands, okay? And the partners want to see content of you riding a bicycle a lot, okay? Please don't film yourself riding a bicycle. It's considered illegal. It's like being on your phone in a car, okay? Get someone else to take the content for you. Your monthly salary is 340 euros. You'll do a Dutch language course when you get there, orientation and first aid as well, and your visa allows you to travel throughout Europe. These are just some of our European au pairs. Some of them are actually still currently on their program. I know actually the whole top row is currently still on their program. They've been there for a couple months. I always check in with them. These are some of our Belgium, Germany, Netherlands girls. I mean, you can see they have a phenomenal time on their program. Your fees, roughly across the board, you're looking at 25,000 Rand. Application fee, program fee, visa, travel insurance, flights, spending money, and medical. Key points, your travel insurance, completely free. Your flights, free. Your host family pays for you. Spending money you need to take in case you want to buy anything, any essentials or stuff, or pay for anything during the Connect tour. And then your police background check. Okay, ladies, if you're South African, do not go to the police station. Okay, you're never going to get it back. We work with the company, it's in our brochure. It's called VeriSource. You get it like less than 5 days. If you're a Namibian girlie, go to your police station, okay? You'll get it. So you're looking at 25,000 Rand. We will send you guys the brochures if you want. Just let your OVC consultant know. We'll send you the brochures that outline everything and when it's being paid. And then you will need to do a medical exam. So take a medical form that we provide you to your local doctor for them to fill in. I don't know how much everyone's doctors are, so I did not add that in the fees. Okay. This entire 25 is not paid on one day. It is paid in stages. So I'll just run it through. This is for all au pair programs. To get the process started, you will pay your application fee of 4,950, and that's when you start your full online application. Then only when that's done and now you start interviewing and you get hired is when you pay your program fee, when you've been matched by a family. Then when the match has been confirmed and we've gotten your work contract, we will do your visa and pay your visa fee. It's $185 US. It's about 3,500 Rand. And your spending money and your background. So 25. Belgium's also 25,000. Only difference is your program fee is 6,500 Rand. Your visa fee is 180 euros. And your spending money is 450 euros. So still about 25, excluding the medicals. Germany, same, except your visa fee is 80 euros. Spending money is 350 euros, excluding the medicals. Netherlands is the only different one. So you pay the application fee of 700 Rand. Wow. It's our cheapest one. And then we have replaced what we call the program fee with a ticketing deposit and a ticketing contribution. What this means is you're paying a portion towards the flights. You're not paying for the full flights. Okay. So ticketing deposit 4,950, ticket contribution 6.8. Really cool thing with Europe, well, with the Netherlands, your visa is free for the Netherlands. Your host company and our partners will apply for your visa on your behalf. Travel insurance is free and you're spending money, so you're looking at 25,000. Okay. If you're a matric girly and you want a timeline on when to apply this year and how long it's going to take, please do take a screenshot of this. Ask your OVC consultant. We are able to send you the timelines for America, Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. Okay, so it's a full timeline of when things get paid, how it gets paid, stages. Do check out our social media, guys. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can take a screenshot of this. Go check it out. We have tons of testimonials and so many client features on our social media, so you can prove our legitimacy and get super jealous of the girls overseas. And when you want to apply, just after watching this today, when you want to apply, just send your OVC consultants or marketer a message saying, I want to apply for USA, for example, and I want to apply and get the process started in July 2025. Okay, that is all from me today. Thank you everyone for watching my online presentation. I hope it was super informative for you guys. I hope I've inspired you to want to go au pair overseas. And that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching this, and I can't wait to see you on your program. Bye, guys.